Start with variables. So normally programming language have two types of variables. Kind of one is a uh, static type variables or dynamic type variables. All right. So Java is a static type, and Java you have C++ and other languages, Scala, Rust. All those are static type languages. Whereas JavaScript, Python, Ruby are a dynamic type where whenever you define a variable in Java, you have to compile before you can run it. All right. But in case of Python, in case of Ruby, in case of JavaScript, you don't have to compile. Okay. You declare a variable and then you directly run it, and it gets evaluated at the runtime, and that is it is called as a dynamic variable, and its basically type is defined on the fly when you assign a variable to it. So JavaScript is a dynamic type variable. All right, so JavaScript has a dynamic type variable. So, and in JavaScript, variables are nothing but a kind of container, and it holds the data. It doesn't matter which data it holds, but it holds the data. And it has a classification. One is a primitive and non-primitive. Okay, and the primitive data types are basically a string, numbers, boolean, null, undefined. And there is one more which was introduced in ES6 called symbol, and non-primitive are object in arrays. So object in arrays are basically in JavaScript a separate functionality altogether, as well as there are variables also. Okay, so if I write down here, so JavaScript is a dynamic type, and we have two categories. So one is primitive, okay, one another is a non-primitive. Okay. Who can explain me what is a primitive? What does primitive mean from other language?
Primitive means those are the provided by JavaScript itself. And non-primitive means it is derived somewhat.
So primitive basically is a primitive are the variables who what are kind of a once defined it cannot be changed. All right. Non-primitives you can change it. Okay. So in JavaScript you have a string, you have number. Okay. In JavaScript we don't have int or float. There is a classification, but we don't have real int and float. Uh, then there is a boolean. There is a undefined, and there is a null. Okay, so these are the five primitive types, and one more is a symbol which not really used, which was introduced in ES6. All right, so not really used, so we don't have to worry about that. So per string, as it says, so anything which you assign to a variable which is a string gives becomes a primitive string primitive type. If any number you assign to a variable on the fly, it becomes a number primitive type. It could be 1 or it could be 1.1 over 1.2 point something, right? So whether it is a string or float, both will be considered as a string number. If you assign a true or false to a variable, it becomes a boolean primitive type. So boolean has only two values, true and false. Okay, and again in JavaScript there is a special uh, uh, type called undefined. So undefined is a type also, and undefined is a value also. Okay, so whenever you assign undefined to a variable, it becomes undefined type. Okay, undefined primitive type. So when do we use undefined? Actually, we don't use undefined. Undefined is used by JavaScript engine. All right, but I don't know why it was kept, possibly due to tech debt or something, but I'm not sure about it. Okay, so undefined is normally used by JavaScript engine. So as a developer, we shouldn't use undefined at all. Okay, and null is again a one primitive type where let's say if you want to assign some value to something to a variable, but no value, okay, that may, at that time we assign a null to it. And remember, yesterday I told you, so there was one tag that which was missed, that while creating a code, while writing a code, the developer missed checking primitive type for the null. Okay, so it automatically fall back to non-primitive, and that is why when you do a type of null, it will basically, if I just open this, okay, the two way you can practice JavaScript. One is by using uh, either you install Node, okay, and you can uh, practice here, or my favorite one being the browser, because it gives you the out of the box JavaScript console. You just open a console. I'll just increase the font size. All right. So there is a built-in function. If I do type of null, right, it will give me the value object. Okay, because when the code was written, developer forgot to add a check for null. It should have been type null or type empty, right? And he missed it. And there was like a too late. It was too late, and it cannot be changed. So they kept as it is. So we have to do a kind of check whenever we're writing a code. So we have to keep track whether what type of value is this. All right. So undefined is used by JavaScript engine. I've seen developers using this, but it is not really recommended and not really. What I've seen from experts code, that undefined really is not used. They use null whenever you want to assign something. Okay. Symbol was introduced in ES6. All these variables, all these types are from ES5 or prior to ES5. ES6 they have introduced this. Okay. Non-primitive, we have a primarily two type. One is the object. Object is again one of the variable type, and another one is an array. Okay. So those are basically a collection of, it's like a even primitive is also container, and non-primitive is also container. Okay. So objects and arrays are nothing but a kind of a collection of primitive and non-primitive data. Okay, and object can hold anything. Object can hold object. Object can hold a array. Object can hold a numbers. Object can hold a string. Object can hold a boolean. Object can hold undefined and null and symbol and everything, and functions and all. Right. So these are the non-primitive data types. So if I just to give you the relate this to in real life, right? Uh, let's say if I have like static type variables. So if I say this pen and this pen, there is a cap, right? This cap is kind of designed for this pen, right? I cannot add another pen to this cap, right? So this is kind of statically typed. Okay. So this is complete. This is only designed for this pen, but if I take a wallet, all right, so this is a container. I can add anything. I can add money. I can add money. Then I can add card. I can add some coins, right? And I can add some coins, and I can add some documents on all, right? So this is the container. It doesn't matter what I hold, right? It is a container. So the JavaScript variables are container. Okay. Same way I can see this, right? This is the kind of container, right? There is a speaker here, there is a like a perfume, biscuit packet, right? Sharpener. Again, there is a wallet here, right? So this is like again a container. So JavaScript can hold anything. It doesn't matter whether it is a primitive or non-primitive. All right. So you just have to remember that JavaScript variables are container, okay, and it holds some value. It could be a primitive or it could be a non-primitive. Okay. Okay. So in JavaScript, variables are defined using var keyword. Okay. So if I do this var a, I do var a1. Okay. So now the variable a is defined, all right, and defined as well as declared, assigned. Sorry, declared as well as assigned. So here, what will happen? Now tell me, what type of variable is this? Let's do an interactive session, so it will be much better.
Is a mutable type.
Number type.
Now this is the number type, right? So if I do type of, the type of a, it will give me a number. And what is the number? Which primitive type is? I mean it's a primitive. Yeah. It's a primitive. Okay. And again, I can do a equals to hello. Okay. And if I do type of a, what will be the value? What should be the value?
String.
Okay. If I do type of a again, it will be a string. Okay. So because a is a container, it can hold anything, right? Let's say like this. This is a container. Okay. So this now, this is holding right now. This is all those 5 items, right? I can remove all those things and then I can add a phone also, right? So now this is holding a phone, right? Same way, a container can hold anything. So whenever you assign a value on the fly at runtime, JavaScript decides the type of the variable. All right. If I do again a equals to true, what will be the value?
Boolean.
Type will be
Boolean.
Boolean, right? Yeah. If I do a equals to undefined,
Undefined.
Undefined.
okay, the type of a will be undefined now. Okay. So undefined is a value also, and undefined is a type also. Okay. So there is no other value in undefined. Okay. And undefined is not really used. Okay. So we shouldn't do. We should never do in this in code. Okay, whenever we're writing a JavaScript on or any JavaScript framework, code in any framework. All right. What about this?
Object.
Okay. So type of a will be object. Why object? Why object?
Yesterday you told us, Nari.
Because
If
this
we
is a
do
basic.
type of null, it will be object. So that's why.
No, that that is not the reason, right? It is because so whenever the language was developed, right? So in programming there was a check whether the type of this is primitive or non-primitive. Okay, so there was a one switch case was missing where he missed the null part. Okay, if the null part is missed, then it will fall back to non-primitive, and that is why it is showing a object. Okay, and I'll show you one more. Okay, and in JavaScript, object is created or denoted using empty curly braces, open and close, right? If I do a, right, and if I do type of a, it will be object. Okay, all right. So non-primitive is basically declared using this open and close closing brace, right? Same way, see this I'm using same variable and just keep on reassigning it. Okay, that means I'm keep on changing the value position of the container. Okay, I can do this. Okay, now tell me what will be the value.
Object.
Object.
Tell me what will be the value.
Object. Object.
Object.
Why?
Because it is empty,
Array.
sort of
Hmm?
some other container.
Sorry?
It is showing that it is a container which can hold any value. Therefore,
Hmm. So basically it's an object. So in JavaScript, there is no such thing as an array. Okay. There is no such thing as an array. That array is just a kind of a chiseled down, like a short version of an object. And that is why it shows an object. Okay. And just to kind of give you the like give it was like a backported. It was also kind of a tech debt. So it was backported to just to give a aligned with other languages. Okay. So in JavaScript, even objects are even arrays are also an object. Okay. So that is why we in JavaScript we say everything is an object in JavaScript. Okay. So just remember this statement. In JavaScript, everything is an object. Okay. Even primitive types are also an object. I will show you how it has been how you can basically access create that object. Okay, so this is the basic primitive type and non-primitive type. All right. Where keyword is used in ES5 or prior to ES5. Okay, and there was two more keyword introduced for variable declaration in ES6.
Const,
Okay.
const and let.
Okay.
Constant let.
So it was const and let. Okay. All right. So const and let basically kind of a there was some drawback with var. So var has a function. Var had a functional scope, and it created a lot of issue because of that. Okay. So in ES6 they tried to solve this issue using two more variable declaration, two more keyword. They are also again a container. They holds a value. So let and const has a lexical scope. Okay. Functional scope and lexical scope I will cover later. So I'm just saying it's a lexical scope, and var has a functional scope. It exactly works the same apart from the scope. So there is one difference between const and let. That is, let works exactly same as var, exactly same as var. Const में difference ये है कि you cannot reassign the value. Alright. So if I do this, if I do let b, okay, let 1, okay, and again I can do b equals to 3. I can do b equals to object. Sorry, b equals to object. Okay, if I enter b, it will show me the object. Then b equals to a string. Okay. All right. So it exactly works the same. All right. But in the const, if I do const c, let's say const d, right? I cannot reassign the value here. If I do this, it will give me an error that you cannot assign a value to a const. That is the only difference between const and let. Okay. One more difference which was introduced between var and let and const. I can do var a equals to 1 t, let's say. Then again I can do var a equals to hello. Right. So where can we redeclare again? Okay. And so that was a kind of a drawback. All right. But with the let, you cannot do a let again. So if I do let e, okay, and if I do let e again, so I am not sure browser will allow it or not, because last time I remember there was some issue. Okay. So browser is still allowing it. Yes, I can do this in Node. Let e equals to 1. E is equals to 1, then again let e equals to 1. Okay, see. So node is not allowing, it says e is already declared. All right, so this is the difference between var and let. All right. So var you can declare as many times you want, but const and let basically you can only declare once, but you can, and in that also, let you can reassign it, keep on reassigning, but const you cannot reassign it. All right, difference समझा ये? All right. So there is one more thing. In const, you cannot reassign only primitive or kind of a variable, but you can change the non-primitive values. That means primitives. If I do const, let's say if I type const val equals to 4. Okay. All right. So if I do again, if I try to do val equals to 5. Val equals to 5, it will not allow that you are trying to reassign the variable. Okay, so it does not allow that primitive type. But if I do const, okay, and let's see if I do arval, okay, equals to an object, okay, and if I just try to do this arval dot name equals to, it will basically allow me. Okay. So what basically it is doing, It is not changing the, it is not reassigning the variable, it is changing the value inside the variable. Okay, so that means if I show you this in this diagram, so primitives are basically pass by or copy by reference value. Okay, so when you define a, assign a to a 2. Okay, so the value a holds the value position of 2. Okay, when you again do a equals to hello, the, a will basically change the position from 2 to hello. Okay, and b from b, if you assign b to true, then b will basically point to a value true, where the true is kept in memory. Okay, and I hope this works now. Okay, so if I, let's see, if I do c, it's not working. Okay, if I do c equals to a, all right, so what will happen, c will copy the value of a to its own location. Okay, so c will hold again a 2, but what happens in non-primitive are pass by reference or copy by reference. Okay, it's like a pointer from other language. Okay, so when so basically, whenever you do uh, where a or let a or const a, and which is a non-primitive or object or array, right? So they hold a location. Yeah, they create a kind of memory location or container that points to another location, right? So this is where the object location will be pointed, and this is where all the data will be stored. Right? Same with the like the object and arrays and both. Right? So whenever I update something, whenever I add something, let's say if I do a dot name, right? This will get added here, not here. Okay, not here. So if I try to reassign the value to something else, let's say if I do c equals to a, all right. So what will do? A will basically copy it. So this location will be copied here. C will copy, and another memory location will be created here, all right, here, and then that will point to this. Yeah, that is called as a copy by reference or pass by reference. That means both of them are pointing to the same location, right? Same place. So if I try to change the value of a, it will also change the value of c. All right. So that is why even with a constant let, so constant let basically is holding this value. Okay. Because in non-primitive, this value doesn't change. Value changes here. We update or delete value from here, and that is why it allow us to update the value. Okay. So that is the only difference with in constant let. All right. All right. Let's do a kind of a tabular. Uh, I'll just say where. Okay, I'll say it's the text. So this is the web application, by the way, built in JavaScript. So how flexible is this? See how flexible is this? This is let, and then I will say let's do a const. Okay, right. So tell me the all the properties. So tell me the properties of this.
Can be declared many times.
Yeah. So uh, uh, can be re-declared. Okay, re-declared. All right. As per ES6 standard, let cannot be re-declared. Okay. Same applies to const. Okay. Same applies to const. Okay, second one, second.
It can be reinitialized. Both can be reinitialized, var and let.
Hmm. Okay, so that should have been reinitialized. Can be reinitialized. Okay. And this
Can't be re
cannot.
can't be reinitialized.
Okay, so not reinitialized. Next.
There is a somewhat difference between the functional scope,
Yeah.
global,
So
global.
yeah,
It
yeah.
is global var.
So basically, var has a functional scope, okay, and functional scope, and then Latin const has a lexical scope.
Lexical, or it can be called as local also.
Yeah. I mean, with both functional lexical has a local and global scope. So I will basically cover that tomorrow.
Okay.
Next, anything else? Can't be initialized, reinitialize, but non-primitive values can be updated. Hmm. And both very very lame point. And okay, so one more thing, ES6 I mean var gets hoisted. Okay, so I haven't covered it. So whenever you declare a variable using var in JavaScript, it get hoisted. So it doesn't matter where you declare the variable at which position, it will always get hoisted at the top of the functional scope. Okay, so it get hoisted. So even if you can write something like this. How do I do it? I have to write that in code. Okay, I will show that tomorrow. But let and design doesn't get hoisted. Hmm. Any other difference? Any other difference? All right, okay. Yeah, this is pretty much I guess these are the pretty much difference we have with the latent const. Okay. So let's do something. So I will start with var only, okay, and I will say let's say I'm saying let's say num equals to 10. So type of this will be
Number.
number. All right, correct. Okay, and let's say if I do val, okay, and this is, let's say, and then
Spring.
the type of okay, value is already declared, and that is what is showing error. Let's say the call so value. Okay. So it was num 10 and value is called. Okay. All right. So if I do num plus, if I do num plus value, what will be the output?
Concat.
Okay. So if I do num plus
Implementation.
value, it will basically give me a 10 cat.
Concat.
Okay. So why this is coming?
Plus is having
All right. So
value string.
Take back.
Okay, so this is a tech debt, tech debt. Okay, so earlier, because when JavaScript were designed, they never thought they will be doing arithmetic operations. Okay, so basically they outrightly used plus to concat the string. Okay, so whenever JavaScript sees any, whenever there is a plus operation in JavaScript, and they see any one value, type of value is a string. Alright. So it doesn't matter left side or right side. Whenever JavaScript sees any value which is a string, it will basically convert everything into a string. And that is why if I do type of uh, num, it will basically type number. Okay. But the final result is, if I do this again, I'm going to just say where final. Okay. And if I do type of final, it will be a string. Okay. So in JavaScript, whenever you see a plus or plus in any in between any variable, okay, the JavaScript interpreter first will check if any one of the variable value is a string or not. If it is string, it will basically convert, typecast this value into a string first. Okay. So what really happens basically when you do this? Okay, I will just write here. Okay. Uh, so basically when you do this plus and just do 10 plus value, okay, so JavaScript basically will see, okay, so one of the value there is a plus sign, so that is a arithmetic or concatenation in JavaScript. All right, we'll say, okay, one of the values is string, that means, okay, so I have to also convert this back to a string. All right, so this was kind of accommodation they've added into a kind of later version, so that it perform both the operations. So what they did something like this. They've created a function. So this is the non-primitive type. Yeah, here S is capital. Primitive mein S is small. So I've written a small capital actually. It's a small. Okay. Okay. And it will basically convert 10 and give it the value. Okay. So JavaScript does this typecasting. So if I copy this, and if I copy and paste here, I just remove this. Okay, you will see this. All right. So 10. Where is the value? Okay. So this is same as this. Not this. Final. Okay. So this is same as this. All right. So JavaScript internally will convert using. So this is a built-in kind of a class which every primitive type has its own built-in non-primitive type. Okay. So string has a string non-primitive converter. Okay. Number has a number non-primitive converter. Okay. Boolean has a Boolean non-primitive converter. All right. Undefined, we don't have anything. Null, we don't have anything. And symbol, we don't have anything. Okay. So so anything which whenever we want to have take the benefit of non-primitive feature, it basically internally converts into a non-primitive. All right. And but whenever we do a type check of that value, we will always see as a primitive. Okay. Same way. See, if I do, let's say if I can do a var num equals to 10 again, because I'm using var, so I can redeclare it again, right? Yeah. And then again var num 2 equals to 12. Okay. And if I do num plus num 2, what will be the value?
22.
Yeah. So if I do num plus num 2, the answer is 22. Why? Answer is clear, right? Evident. Both are evident, right? Because both of them are type of number. If I do type of number and type of num2 and number, right? So now JavaScript engine knows that both of them are they are doing plus operations, arithmetic operations. I won't say plus operations. It is doing. I won't say arithmetic operation. It's a plus operation, and now JavaScript finds out all the left and right side of values. If both are number, then it'll do an arithmetic operation on this. ठीक है. Now tell me this. Okay. What will be the value of num plus num2?
12, 10.
And
So it will be num plus num2. Okay. So it will be 10 and 12. Okay. Why?
First is a string and
Because
second
Okay.
is number.
Yes, correct, right? Even if it is written like a 12, right? It is a string. Anything which is in quotes, it is a string. Right? Even if I write something like this, right? Undefined. It is a string or type undefined. If I do type of this
String.
num2, it will be a string.
okay.
Okay. But if I do this, if I remove this, okay, now see the color has changed, right? Now this is a primitive type, undefined primitive type holding undefined value. If I do a type of now,
Define.
undefined. Clear है ये वाला, right?
Undefined.
So anything which
Yes,
is
sir.
in quotes is a string in JavaScript. Okay. Even this one also. If I do true, type of num2 is string. Okay. I can do this also. Null
String.
string. Okay. Even this also string. दिख रहा है?
Yes, sir.
Right? Okay. Same way, object also string. Right? So anything which is in quotes is always a string in JavaScript. Alright. So JavaScript always give preference to a string than any other types. ठीक है? ये part clear है?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Alright. Let's move to the next one. Okay. So there was only bug with the concatenation plus, right? But so num10 and I will do num12 equals to 12. Okay. Alright. So if I do num multiply by num2, right? So if I do num plus num2, you will get a number. But if I do num into multiply num2, it will give a number. Okay? So यहाँ पे उल्टा हो रहा है. Okay? That is basically working in reverse. So when you do multiply, division, subtraction, modulus, JavaScript sees if any one of the number, one of the variable is a number, it will convert all the variable back to number and then do the operations. Okay, and but only with the arithmetic, only with the plus sign, it works reverse way, because originally plus was assigned to a concatenation, right? And that there arithmetic then addition was added later, because earlier JavaScript mein, there was no multiplication, there was no subtraction, there was no division, right? So it was straightforward that doesn't matter the value is a string or number, it will always convert back to a number. ये difference समझ में आया दोनों ये वाला? ठीक है? Because this is where developer faces a lot of issue when they work in a large application. I'll just show you. Okay? कैसे देखो. Let's say we have cost equals to, let's say, 100. All right, and we have a tax which, let's say, which is a 18%. ठीक है? So basically value कितना आएगा मेरा? Cost multiply by tax, right? So actual मेरा value कितना है? It's basically 18, right? 18% the tax on 100 is 18 rupees. All right. Okay. So sometimes what happened, developer make a mistakes, all right, or possibly due to the multi application connection, this 18 converts into a string. Okay. So let's say अगर मैं इसका value इसको मैं अगर 18 कर देता हूँ, okay, and we try to do a cost plus value. Okay, so instead of basically, if I'm buying something for 100 rupees, okay, and there is a 18% GST on this, okay, so what will be the final cost of the product? What should be the final cost of the product?
118.
118, right? 118, right? Because of the small mistake, okay, it turns into 10,018. Okay, because one of the value is basically tax value is converted somehow converted into a string. Okay, so I've seen this in real production applications. Whenever they were trying to do a payment on Razorpay, I've seen that the value was very low, but after the calculation GST and all, the final value was shown very high. So this was the reason, because multiplication में वो चल गया. Okay, okay. So actually ऐसा नहीं था, उल्टा था. Okay, ऐसा था. Sorry, ऐसा था. The 100 was the string, okay, and tax was a number. All right, and now the value. If I do value, print the value here, because it is a multiplication, it will convert 100 into a number. Okay, give me the 18. Now if I do cost, okay, cost plus value, okay, addition में फट गया. समझा ये वाला?
Yes.
Okay, so it worked in multiplication because multiplication there is no issue. Okay, JavaScript converts when you try to do multiplication, JavaScript will convert everything to a number, and that will give you the proper value. But the moment there is a plus operations, okay, that means now JavaScript will check concatenate करना है कि addition करना है, because one of the values is string, तो इसीलिए concatenate कर देता है. Right. So I've seen this. A lot of developer does this because they make mistake of doing this. Okay. So that is why we should always. So whenever we see if any value we are expecting as a number, okay. So that is the problem with now Java, because this is the problem with dynamic type language. Right? And that is why lot of developers and lot of organizations hate JavaScript, because it screws up a lot of things. Okay. So to avoid this thing, right, what we can do, either if you want to show that this cost will be a number, it should always be a number type, not a string, right? Then we should explicitly typecast this. ठीक है, अगर मैं cost करूंगा अब, if I do this cost, it will be a number. All right, and if I do this now, 18 आया, then if I do plus 118. So this is the correct result, right? Right? Okay. Okay. So there's another way to do it also. All right. So in JavaScript, so instead of using, so this is a class. This is the kind of a class which converts explicitly cast into from any type into a number type. Okay, and it is kind of slow or expensive. So in JavaScript, there is a very nifty hack available, and which you can use to convert any type into a number type. Okay, just add the value plus in front of that. Okay, and it will convert into a number. Okay. So now if I do this, I will still get a value. Okay. So so if you ever seen my code, I will never write a number. I never write this. I always write this. Okay. And I just wrap them so that the scope is not lost. All right. Okay. So क्या करूँगा मैं? So even if I do this, so let's see if I do this 100 plus समझा? Okay. So this is the kind of weird nature of JavaScript. You can use 2+ sign. So whenever you add plus in front of any value, it will basically cast that to a number. and now it is 100 and plus 0.18, and that is why it is showing me 100 and 100.18, right? The moment I remove this, okay, now it is 1000.18. Okay, it just concatenated the value. Okay, this is where a lot of developer make mistake in terms of calculation, where there is a payment part involved, right? Okay, a lot of developers make mistake in production or real applications. Is that clear?
Yes.
Okay, okay. So let's
Sir?
yeah, go ahead.
दो स्ट्रिंग वैल्यू जिसके अंदर नंबर्स है
हाँ,
वेरिएबल, मतलब दो स्ट्रिंग वेरिएबल जिसके अंदर नंबर्स है वो भी ऐड होंगे ऐसे डबल
हाँ, मैं
प्लस
दिखा देता
प्लस
हूँ.
में.
I'll just show you. हाँ, there is a cost, alright, and then I have that, and there let's say tax. Okay, tax is also anything. Okay, so if I do cost multiplication by tax, okay, alright. So there is a multiplication. It always converts into a, when there is a multiplication, it is always converts into multiplication. किस में होता है? Arithmetic में होता है, right?
Into a number.
Number, right? Right. So it will always convert all the value into a number. Okay. But if I do this plus into tax, okay, because of the JavaScript tag that it is giving me something else. How do I solve this? Because both are number, right? यहाँ पे. Okay. So if I write plus here, okay, problem solve नहीं हुआ. Why?
दोनों में नंबर ही है शायद, दोनों स्ट्रिंग है इसके लिए.
हाँ, correct. So if I do plus here, see this. All right. So this is the kind of weird nature of JavaScript. So I'll just scope this so you know. Okay. So this is a nifty hack. Normally we should use something like this. Who is typing in my screen? Who is trying to hack my screen? Okay, so basically, ideally, I have seen many developers use this, which is a completely right way to do it. Okay, but again, if you do a lot of this, it takes a kind of a fraction of a millisecond. I mean, who is doing this? Yeah, I don't know. ठीक है, clear है ये वाला? Okay, let's do something something else. Okay, and let's say if I do book. Let's see if I do book and if I do true. Okay, and then where, let's say cost 100. Okay, now tell me what will happen. Cost, if I do cost plus book,
It's 100.
एरर आएगा शायद.
cost plus book.
100.
ओ
Yes.
समझा. 0 1.
Who is taken as one?
Okay,
Yes.
so in
One
Java,
program.
so basically in JavaScript, zero is false is zero always. Okay, false is zero, and other than zero is always true. Okay, so by default, true ka value whenever we do a mathematical operation or arithmetic operation, the boolean, if it is true, it will convert into a number. Okay, so true ka number, booleans are always 0 and 1, right? So true will be converted into a 1, and that is why you are seeing this 101. Clear hai? Clear hai?
Yes, sir.
True plus true.
2.
ठीक है ना? स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड है. फॉल्स स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड है. फॉल्स प्लस ट्रू, दैट मींस 0 प्लस 1.
1.
ठीक है, and let's try to multiply this. 0 multiplied by 1 is 0, na? If I do this 2, 1 multiplied by 1 is 1. Clear hai? Okay. Let's go to the another one. Okay. I'll just say name equals to null. Okay. And xp equals to 12. Okay. So if I do name plus, okay. So the name, the value of name is null, and exp was 12. Okay. So if I do name plus exp, what will be the value?
12.
12. Null 12. Null 12.
Okay, wait. Something has gone up. So why it is has taken a string? So shouldn't take a string, right? So if I type of that, so this is okay. It should be of type object, na?
Right.
Okay. So I think I have to change. I have used a name earlier. If let's say to a type name 2. Okay. Somehow this browser console works very differently from the actual node console. So null is an object type, है ना? Because somewhere name was already defined, so it was also already considering that string. So name 2 is a string. So if I do name 2 plus exp, null value plus number value.
नंबर होगा सर.
12.
नल होगा सर.
Yeah. All right. So in JavaScript, null is basically whenever do a arithmetic operations and one of the value is number, right? JavaScript will convert the null value into a 0 value. Okay. False to 0, null to 0. Okay. Same way, if I do this name 3 and if I we shouldn't do it, but again I'm showing it. Okay. Not a number. Okay. Because JavaScript says you shouldn't use the undefined variable directly. It is only the part of JavaScript engine. Okay. So in JavaScript there is a special value in number type which is called nan. That means not a number. Okay. So whenever you try to add anything to undefined, you will always get a not a number. Okay. So I can do undefined plus undefined, it will give me not a number. Okay? And if I can do undefined plus null, it will give me not a number. Undefined plus 2, it will give me not a number. Okay. What will be the value? Okay, already print हो गया. क्यों? Why?
क्योंकि
स्ट्रिंग के साथ कॉन्कैट हो गया वो.
हाँ. समझ में आया ये वाला? ठीक है. One of the value is a string, right? So JavaScript engine took a precedence here. Yeah, string took a precedence here. That 2 is a string. That means all of the values should be string, and that is why you are seeing now undefined 2. Okay. Okay. If I do null plus null, then
0.
0.
okay, it will be 0. All right. So null is a kind of a 0 value. Okay. Anything you add to undefined, then
Not a number.
not a number. But for what?
Undefined.
No. If I do
Or only
undefined
number.
number
Number.
and boolean, because boolean has 0 and 1, right?
Yeah.
ठीक है. So this is very important to remember that whenever you try to do something like that, you should know exactly what will be the output. Okay. So this first layer is very important to write a proper code in JavaScript. Okay. Because a lot of people find very difficult to understand this and they don't have this foundation, right? And that is why they make a lot of mistake in JavaScript, and this is the reason they hate it. Okay. because they are not sure what is why this is happening, because they don't know the internals of this principle. Okay. Okay, so let me give you four more few more examples. Okay, so if I do undefined divide by undefined,
Not a number.
Not a number.
Not a number.
okay? Undefined divide by null,
Not a number.
Not a number.
Not a number.
okay? Null divide by null,
0.
0.
Not,
is it?
not a number. Not a number.
0 by 0 क्या होता है? Infinity, right?
Yes, sir.
ठीक है. So in JavaScript, I don't know why it is why it doesn't show it. So it basically says not a number. ठीक है? Clear है? Okay. If I do null plus true, I've already shown it, right?
1.
1. Null plus
One.
2 is 1. ठीक है? तो ये arithmetic and multiplication clear है?
Yes, sir.
Null minus true. Okay.
Minus.
Undefined, null minus undefined,
Not a number.
Not a number.
not a number, right? Okay. All right. A minus undefined,
Not a number.
A minus null, ठीक है? क्लियर है? तो सिर्फ प्रॉब्लम कहाँ होती है? प्रॉब्लम मतलब वेयर वी हैव टू टेक केयर द प्लस ऑपरेशन जहाँ पे भी है. ओके. रेस्ट एवरीवेयर it the addition takes the precedence. ठीक है? But whenever we use a plus and any one of the value is a string, then concatenation will take the precedence. Clear है ये वाला पूरा एकदम?
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right. Let's move to the next one. Okay. So yesterday we did so operators वाला समझ में आ गया ना, how variables and operators works, right? With respect to JavaScript. Same with the logic. This was a arithmetic operators. Okay. Same with the logical operators also. So in JavaScript, so we have and, we have or. All right. So let's say we have var a equals to 5 and comma b equals to 6. Okay, already declared, so I have to use another variable var y equals to 6 and z equals to 7. Okay, all right. So if I do y and z, आउटपुट आ गया 7. Anyone knows the reason?
सर इसमें दोनों ही केस में ट्रू आ रहा है, तो इसलिए 7 आ रहा है.
नहीं, so if दोनों केस में true आ रहा है, right? So if I make this 0, all right. So what happens? Let's go back to our old last session. Now where is the session? Recommendation. Okay. So logical
Okay.
AND में क्या होता है? Whenever we use a logical AND, yeah. So true and false is false, right? False and false is false. False and true is false. True and true is true. Okay. So in JavaScript, so whenever the left side is true, here y is true, right? Y value has a 6 has a value number 6. Okay. All right. Okay. Before that, I want to show you something. Okay. I missed that. Okay. So y का value क्या है? 6 है. All right. So whenever we do any operations on any value in JavaScript, it will convert into a Boolean first. Okay. So if I do y, if y, JavaScript will convert this into a Boolean first. All right. And anything which is not 0, okay, not 0 in number will be true. All right. So if I say if y, then it will be a value it will give a true. All right, and if the value of y is 0, it will give you false. So in JavaScript, in primitive and non-primitive, in primitive only, from number, if we have the value 0, okay, or value none, all right, it will result into false. Always will result into false. So this is called as a falsy value. Okay, any value which is not a boolean value, any variable which is not a boolean value, has a boolean value assigned but holds 0 or none, it's whenever we do an operation, it basically value will tends to a falsy value. That means it will evaluate to a false. Okay, same with a string. If you have a string type, okay, and if I go here, okay, then if I do this empty string, all right, if I do y, there is empty string. So in JavaScript, and string type, whenever we assign some value or some empty string to a variable, it will basically tends to a falsy value. Okay, basically which then again tends to a false. Okay, so I'll just make this here. Okay, same with the undefined. Okay, so in JavaScript, because undefined has only one value and it doesn't have any other value, so it is always falsy value and it is always false. Okay, same with the null. Null is always a falsy. Any variable which has a value null, it is always a falsy value, and its interpretation will always, execution will always be a false value. All right, anything other than, so 0, none, empty, null, undefined, any other value than this, that is, just say, I'll just put this in bracket and I'll just say other than this value are always truthy value. Okay, so truthy value होगा तो क्या किस में कन्वर्ट होगा boolean में? So when we try to change this boolean, it will convert into a true. Okay, all right. So whenever we do a logical operations or if to a if conditional check, if the value is falsy, it will always result will be false. Okay, so what really happens? So I just show here. Okay. So I showed you, right? यहाँ पे to convert any value into boolean value, we use boolean class. So if I do boolean and I give empty string, the value is, it converts into typecast into a boolean type. Because it is an empty string, it is converted into a false. Okay, if I give 0, because it is an again a 0 is a falsy value, it converts into false. None को किया मैंने, all right, it again gave me the false value. All right, if I do undefined, okay, it gave me a false value, right? If I do null, it will give me a false value. All right, so other than that, if I do try to convert this into a boolean, it will always give me a true value. Okay, so let's see if I do hello, that is a true. Okay, 1 true हो गया. ट्रू क्यों है ये?
Because it is a string.
Okay? Because it is a string, right? Null is a passed as string. All right. So whenever we try to do evaluation in JavaScript, if there is a conditional check, JavaScript will first convert that value into a truthy or falsy. Okay, and that will basically finally evaluate into a true or false. All right. So with that premise, if I do again, if I can go back. if I can go back here, all right, and if I do y and z, ठीक है, so y holds the value
It's true.
6, ठीक है, so उसका evaluation क्या होगा, so
True.
basically it is truthy, all right, and truthy, right, okay, which will finally turn to true.
सर इसने 7 ही क्यों दिया आउटपुट में?
Sir,
आ रहा हूँ ना, मैं आ रहा हूँ, स्पीक आ रहा हूँ, coming to that only, okay, all right, truthy and true, right, all right, so this is a logical operator, all right, but whenever we do an AND check in JavaScript now, so if the first value is true, right, it will print the 7 value, okay, because in this case 6 is a truthy value, so JavaScript will convert this into a true. So if it is true, then so it is basically true, and all right, second value, so if it is true, then AND में उस right side का value print करेगा, okay, that is why it is printed 7, okay, if I say y, it printed 7, okay, if I
not getting it.
सर वेरिएबल स्विच कर दो ना, y7 z6 कर दो.
हाँ, एक मिनट alright, okay, alright, so if I do z and y, you are saying value will be 6, okay, if I change the value of y to 0, okay, and if I do z and y, what will be the value? So in case of
0.
so it will print the right side value, okay, 0, ठीक है, बट अगर मैं उल्टा कर दूं तो क्या होगा?
तो भी 0 ही आएगा.
Okay, if I do y and z, right,
Not getting why the output is changing by changing the sequence of how you are writing.
just one second. So y is 0, okay, and 5, 0 and 7 is this. This is failed, na? False and 7 false are that. Okay.
सर एंड में फर्स्ट कंडीशन ही अगर रॉन्ग है तो
हाँ,
आगे
हाँ, आगे नहीं जाएगा. Yes, okay, sorry, I missed that. Yes, and में अगर first condition for and case the first condition is false, right? So it won't go to the right side. So in this case in JavaScript, see this, I also forget the concepts. Okay, so first one is already failed, right? तो यहीं पे exit कर देगा, आगे जाएगा नहीं, evaluate ही नहीं करेगा. It will not evaluate further, right? But if the first one is true,
Yes, sir.
then it will evaluate the second one, and it
और
will
मैं
print
आगे-
the second one. All right, it will go to the next one. So if I do keep on adding it, it will basically keep on going to the last one, double and. All right, so in JavaScript we do this like a lot. So what we do basically, many times we do something like this: if A and B and C and D and E, okay, that means if all of them are true, okay, then if condition is fulfilled, otherwise if condition is not fulfilled, okay. So this is the one way which we do conditional check. Second way, we do a assignment check, where let's say we do where val, okay.
Sir, can you consider first value as a negative and after that second value is
So what will be
positive?
the value here? Value
Hello.
में क्या value क्या hold होगा यहाँ पे?
True.
Yes, sir, true.
1.
Value will be the value of E.
E,
Value of E. Value of E.
No,
Okay?
but why this is happening? Not getting why the last E is considered as the value.
E is ओके, सो बेसिकली यहाँ पे उसने बुलियन चेक किया, ठीक है। यहाँ पे इफ ए इज ट्रू, लॉजिकल ऑपरेशन में बी में जाएगा। यहाँ कहाँ गया अपना लॉजिकल ऑपरेशन?
B is true. A is true means it is holding some value. That's why it is true.
True, right? So if A is true, right, then it will evaluate. If the first value is true, then it will evaluate second value. Okay, alright. So in JavaScript, what happens if A is true, it will evaluate the second value. If you are assigning the value, then वो print करेगा second value को.
Okay.
Yeah.
So every time the
So,
last value is printed.
हाँ, yes. ठीक है, अदरवाइज कहीं भी फॉल्स हो जाएगा ना, वो वहीं पे रुक जाएगा वो, ठीक है।
Basically, first value is used to check the condition.
Yes. If it is true, then it goes to the next one.
If it is true,
Yeah,
move forward till the last and print the last one.
Yes. So ये हम कभी नहीं करते हैं, alright, we don't never do this. Okay, we do this to do a conditional check. So the output of this will always be a boolean, true or false. ठीक है। So if check के अंदर JavaScript will converts all the value into a boolean value. Okay, so इसका final output जो होगा ना, JavaScript will convert this into a boolean. So internally what it does, uses a wrap around to a boolean function. Right? And now it will give you, if it is 0, for example, let's say the last value is 0, right? Okay, so it will basically evaluate to a false. All right, then if conditions exit हो जाएगा. If it is last value is something else other than 0 or some non-empty value, then the if condition will be true. Okay? We will practice this.
I have one question.
हाँ.
Sir, suppose e का वैल्यू अगर 7 है, okay?
हाँ.
और हम लोग बुलियन में चेक करें 7 इक्वल्स टू और ये पूरा वैल्यू करें तो इवैल्यूएट होके जाएगा क्या ये अंदर लूप में?
Sorry, नहीं, e का वैल्यू 7 you are saying?
Yes. हाँ. तो
What about these value?
वो सब भी मतलब ट्रू ही है करके.
True है, then it will be true.
हाँ ट्रू, लेकिन हाँ तो मतलब ये 1 होके जाता है कि इसका वैल्यू मतलब
so यहाँ for here, right, it will be evaluated as a true or false.
सर एक सेकंड ब्राउजर में आओ ना, मैं बोलता हूँ. वही सेम इसके पहले जो आपने किया था ना पूरा कंडीशन.
ये this one?
हाँ, इफ कंडीशन के अंदर डाला था ना वो.
Okay, you want this?
हाँ.
You want this?
Yes. और सर ये 2 के पहले ना 34 इक्वल्स टू
34
2 के पहले
this
34 इक्वल्स टू स्पेस देखें तो ये इफ के अंदर ये कंडीशन ट्रू के इवैल्यूएट अंदर जाएगा.
So I will come to that. ये बाद में करेंगे. Okay, बाद में करेंगे. Okay? Let's go sequentially. So not all of them are aware of this condition. So हम लोग आएंगे उस पे. Okay. Alright. So I'm just right now doing a logical operation. So how it works. ठीक है. Equality check वाला बाद में करेंगे. We'll come back. So this will evaluate to true because all of them are true value, truthy value. ठीक है. So if I write a console here. Okay. Console print हुआ यहाँ पे. ठीक है. If I do console is printed. But if I change any one of the value to 0, okay, if I change this to 0, print नहीं होगा because this is true, alright, and false, 0 क्या false, so वहीं पे वो exit कर दिया उसने.
And if we have the else condition, so that will be executed, I think.
Yes, correct. So if I have else condition here, and if I do console, okay, console.log else, okay. So now it will print else because one of the value is false value.
False.
Okay, false value. I hope you are getting it. Anyone has any doubt?
Sir, suppose if we take first value as a negative, then still it print as a true.
हाँ तो नेगेटिव भाई 0 नहीं है ना.
Negative value consider as a true.
हाँ true, it's a value, right?
Okay.
0 is false value. Other than all the value are truthy values. Negative is still a value, right?
Okay.
Integer पता है कि नहीं? Integer has a range, right?
Yes.
Okay, the same way. All right. Same way, if I write hello here, let's see if I, okay, anyone else having a question? कोई doubt है अभी भी? Because that have to be very clear. Otherwise, आगे जाके मतलब नहीं है. Okay.
if के अंदर अगर array और object पास कर दिया तो
Please don't come to that. Don't jump. Okay, don't jump right now. अभी primitive कर रहा हूँ मैं सिर्फ. Okay. Anyone else having some doubt with the primitive type and logical operators?
No.
No, ठीक है. ठीक है. इसका वैल्यू क्या होगा?
Console is
True.
Right. So this will
Console.
evaluate to. All right.
True.
So let's do this.
True.
Let's do this. Now let's do one by one. Hello is truthy or falsy?
Truthy.
Truthy. Okay. Truthy will translate to
True.
true. One is truthy or falsy?
Truthy.
Truthy will translate to true, right?
Yeah.
Okay. 5 is truthy, translate to true. True, right? 34 is right. True and true. What is true and true?
true.
True.
Okay. Okay.
True.
So इसमें करते हैं, ठीक है? So that we know exactly, everyone is aware of this. Step by step करते हैं. So, okay. So this I'll remove if condition. Okay. All right. So basically, hello is truthy value, right? So it is true. Okay. And 1 is again a truthy value, right? So it will translate to true, right? Then again 5 is truthy value, so again it will translate to true and true. Okay. All right. Okay. And again true and true is
True.
true, right? Okay. And again there is another true and true here. So this true and that true. So again there will be one true, right? And now again true and true is true, right? Okay. That means my if condition will be fulfilled, है ना? समझा? Correct? Understood?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. Let's do this. Let's do this again. Now tell me, what will be the output? What will be the conditional check?
False.
False. False and true
True.
and
True.
true and
False.
false, right? All right. So in this case, what happens whenever we have something with false, right? False and true is
False.
False.
false, right? Then false and again true is
False.
False.
false, right? False and false is
False.
False.
false, right? Yeah. That means हमारा if condition will not be satisfied, है ना? So it will go to else. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. That means anything which is which is falsy value at the beginning of the logical check, the check will already exit it. So it won't go to the right side. Okay. Well, I just gave you, just to give the proper break on kind of steps. ये clear है इसमें?
Yes.
ठीक है? Exactly same. This is for logical and operators. Logical and just let me check one sec. Same with the logical or operators as well. Yeah, because ये समझना बहुत जरूरी है. If you don't understand this, most of the code won't be able to evaluate how it works. All right. So in logical or operators, false and true is true. ठीक है.
False. False.
True.
True.
False and
True.
true is
True.
true, right?
And operator.
False and false is
False.
False.
true and false is
True.
true and true is
True.
true. Okay, all right. Now tell me what will be the output of this. Okay, if I do a if conditional check. Okay? So let's say if I have a value called 0, okay, or okay, or let's say if I do class and if I do 27, 28, and I do say null. Okay. So what will be the value output?
True.
True. Final output.
No,
False.
let's go step by step. Step by step.
False.
False. False.
Or
True.
True.
false or
True.
true. Okay,
True.
or
True.
true or
False.
false है ना ठीक है so ये क्या so how will this evaluate
False.
false right so false and true is true right false and true is true correct all right
Yes, sir.
and then true and false is again
True.
true
Good.
ठीक है पर यहाँ पे
Okay.
true and true हो रहा है right समझा
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. In logical OR operators, any one value is true na if condition will be executed. Okay. And operators में क्या होता है all have to match, all have to be evaluated true, और में any one have to be evaluated true. Is that clear?
Yes.
Sir.
Yes.
ठीक है. Okay. Moving to the next one. All right. So, what are the truthy values what are the falsy values in JavaScript?
Empty string, null, undefined.
Zeros. Zeros.
Zero.
0.
स्क्रीन में ही है. All right. So from a number primitive type, 0 and nan is a falsy value. From string, empty string is a falsy value. From undefined is a falsy value. From null is a falsy value. All right. Yeah. Any other value than this is always a truthy value. Yeah. And JavaScript truthy value will always be converted into a true value. Falsy value will always be converted into a false value. Okay. Okay. So logical operators may for expression to evaluate all the values should be true. Then the final output will be true. All right. Whereas in logical OR operators, if any one of the value is true, then the final output will be true. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So there is a slight difference in this is for primitive type only. Okay. And for non-primitive, okay, non-primitive में we don't have a falsy value. Non-primitive में even empty string, empty object or empty array are always truthy value. Okay. Because they are a container, they are still a container but doesn't hold anything. Okay. They are still a container but doesn't hold anything. That is why they are called as a truthy value. They hold the truthy value. So if I go here, okay, and if I again do kind of if, all right, array and 5. Okay. If I do console, okay, क्या प्रिंट होगा?
A print होगा.
It will print A because empty array is always a truthy value and empty object is always a truthy value. Okay.
Truthy
So
value, yeah.
true and true is true, right? Yeah. That means it will go inside if condition. Okay. If I change this slightly, now
B.
A print.
it will print B, right?
A.
because
No.
empty string is false.
Empty string is false, right? Okay. So true and false is false. False matlab it will go to the else block. है ना? If I do empty string and empty object,
A.
it will still go to A.
A.
Why?
Because both are true, empty string or objects.
So because empty object is still a truthy value, and empty object, empty array is still a truthy value, and empty object is still a truthy value. So true and true is true. Correct? Okay, so if I print this, it will be still print a. Alright. So again, I'm showing something else. So in JavaScript, you can change any value into a Boolean value. Any value into a Boolean value. Alright. So if I just do, value x equals to, let's say, 8. Okay. So what you can do, if I add double exclamation, so if I add exclamation value x, if I add a negation in front of any value in any variable, JavaScript engine will convert that into a Boolean value. Okay. So and it will evaluate. It's a negation. Okay. True ko false karta hai, false ko true karta hai. It converts true to false and false to true. So what is the basically evaluation of value x? Is it a truthy or falsy?
It's truthy, then it is converted into falsy by giving
Yeah,
negation.
yeah. So it is truthy value, right? And the moment you add exclamation, first JavaScript will convert the truthy value into true. And what is the negative of true? The inversion of true?
False.
False, right? And that is why it is showing me false. Okay. So if you want to do an explicit typecasting in JavaScript, just have to add double exclamation. That means it will just do a reverse negation. Okay. It will first convert into a negate value, and then I will again convert into a negate value. Okay. So value x is basically evaluated into a true or false. Is that clear? Okay. So any value you can add double exclamation, it will basically explicitly convert into a Boolean. So this is your manually converting value into a Boolean, but JavaScript engine does the same thing. Okay. So instead of doing like this, right? Double exclamation here, double exclamation. Okay, I'll just copy here. Just copy here. Okay. Instead of doing double exclamation here, double exclamation here, double exclamation here, double exclamation here. Alright. Okay. JavaScript engine says you don't have to add it. It is a redundant, not really required. ये इंटरनली JavaScript engine खुद करता है. If they see there is no exclamation, they खुद add कर देता है. They themselves adds it. Alright. So if you add this, if you do something like this, it is also good. If you don't do this, that is also fine. Both are same. Engine will convert it into a true and false, because if condition will always be evaluated based on true and false. Is that clear? Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. So if I do, let's see if I have value this array, empty array. If I do double negation, then
True.
okay, it will be true. Why?
First is give negative false and second is give true.
But why?
Because
Empty
object is true.
object
Original
is
value of
equal.
object is true.
Yeah, because the non-primitives are always truthy values. Right? Non-primitives are always truthy values. So truthy, whenever they add an exclamation, it converts into Boolean. So Boolean is a true. First time it negates to false, then again it negates to true, right? And that is what is showing me true. Same with the object. Okay. If I do undefined, It is false. Why?
Because firstly it's
Because
false.
undefined false.
Because it is originally falsy, that's why.
Yeah, because undefined is a falsy value, right? And falsy value, when we typecast it, uh, uh, this is a shorthand type. When we typecast it, converts into false, and false ka ulta false, and then we again negate it, so it is false. Right? Yeah. So in my past experience, I have seen this a lot, because the reason being, because different browser had a different implementation, and some browsers supported this, and some browser supported this. Like this one. Okay. So just to give the consistency, developers started using this. Yeah, so they for some, in some browser this may not work. I mean, I'm talking about the old browsers back in 2008 to 2012 or something. Okay, but right now all of the browser will support this. Okay? But because JavaScript code still very old, we will, lot of places we will see some code like this. And if some experienced developers are working on JavaScript, you will see him writing code like this, because he wanted to explicitly, be sure that I want to convert it into a Boolean. Okay, he doesn't want to depend engine to decide whether to convert into Boolean or not. Okay, right? Because of the implementation of JavaScript, it gave the different result in different browsers. Okay, so it will be your choice whether to add a double exclamation in F when you're checking if or not. It's up to you. It's up to you. Okay.
Is there any difference between the whatever output we are getting in console and whatever we'll get on our terminal in the node? So, because
Most
in
of the
the
time, no.
beginning,
Most of the time, no.
beginning of the session, we saw a difference when.
No, that was because Chrome has some issue with the let and var. That is long pending issues. All right. So Chrome evaluates it to var only. Right. I told you at the very beginning, right? All the ES6 code is converted into ES5. Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So browser automatically converts into a ES5. This is browser engine, है ना?
Yeah.
Okay, right. So because it is still thought that ES6 code is not fully supported in the browser, and that is why it was basically still taking that value. But when we went to this terminal, right, it started showing already declared. So this is the right implementation of ES6 standard. Okay, that you cannot redeclare a let variable. All right, but in but in browser, uh, Chrome basically internally converted let into var.
Okay, because it convert ES6 into ES5.
Yes, correct. Okay. So again, you can say that it is a feature and it is a bug also.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. It is a feature and it is a bug also. All right. So इतना clear है अपना variables का. We have in JavaScript we have a dynamic type variables, and our variables are basically nothing but containers that hold some data. And we have two type of category in JavaScript, which are primitive and non-primitive. Yeah? Primitive, we have a
Number string.
we have a number, string, boolean, undefined. Okay, and one more, which was introduced in year 6, not really used.
Symbol.
Symbol. Okay. What about non-primitive?
Array and object.
Array and objects. All right. And array is nothing but
object type.
All right. So it's basically a chiseled, kind of trimmed down version of object. All right. And in JavaScript, because JavaScript is a kind of a first class, it's a functional language. So everything is defined using object. All right. Just to align properly with other languages, array was just introduced, but it is still an object. Okay. And there is a corollary to this, that in JavaScript everything is an object. Even primitive types is an object. This primitive types is still an object. I will show you in future lecture sessions. All right. When we try to do what are the truthy and falsy values?
0, null, undefined,
False is again a false. Okay. This will always evaluate to false. Right? So these are the falsy values: 0, empty string, undefined, 0, nan, and empty string, undefined, null, and false. Right? And other than all the values are truthy value, including empty string and empty object. Is that clear? All right. So in JavaScript engine, internally JavaScript converts whenever you try to do any conditional check or logical check. Internally JavaScript converts that typecast into a Boolean value. Okay, and Boolean function is applied, but we don't really have to do it. Okay. Second, either we can directly typecast the value and convert into a Boolean, or we can directly do a AND operation so that JavaScript engine will do it internally. Both are good. Both are correct. Okay. Okay. One more last thing. Primitive. What is the difference between primitive and non-primitive?
Value by reference primitive. Sorry, value.
Non-primitive is always truthy value.
Okay. All right. So what value primitive holds?
Number.
No. Primitive holds a copy. Copy, right? It holds the value. It holds the memory location. Primitive holds the memory location where the value is stored. Okay. So A basically directly points to the two. If I redeclare the A will points to hello. Okay. It won't touch this. It will engine will basically reallocate new memory and it will assign to that. Okay. Same way, if you try to add a Boolean, it will create a new memory location. But in case of non-primitive, if you try to add a Boolean object or array, okay, it will basically allocate a location. That location, the variable point to that location, okay, and that location will point to another memory location, okay, where all the value will be stored. Okay, so non-primitive are nothing but passed by reference, where value is passed as a reference. So A is holding this. If I try to do C equals to A, so A will basically pass this value, okay, this reference, and this is holding this, right? Okay, so basically if I do C equals to A, all right, so C, basically this get copied here. Okay, this value get copied here, new location, new memory location. Let's say this is M1 and this is M2. Okay, but this is pointing to this, so this again points to this. Okay, so this is called as a reference. Here reference hai. Okay, that means C is also pointing to the, in non-primitive, whenever you assign a value to a new variable, it is always a pass by reference, copy by reference. Okay, it is copied the reference of this. All right. Okay, we will cover. We will do more practice on this in future sessions. All right. Okay. So I think we are pretty much done for the today. And any question, any doubt?
Hello.
Yeah.
You said that everything in JavaScript is object. Then why developments? Why it is then a primitive, non-primitive data types are there?
Okay. Okay.
If everything is object.
So I said there is a corollary, right? So there is an exception. Yeah. So as a primitive data type, it is a primitive value. But when you try to evaluate now, JavaScript internally will convert into an object. Because JavaScript was initially designed as a functional language. Okay. So, I will cover this tomorrow.
Okay.
All right. So this is a let's say if you take 100, right? So 99 thing you will find as an object. Only one you will find as a normal values, primitive values. Okay? And that is why in JavaScript we say everything is an object. Even primitive types is also an object. Any other question?
So can we use the combination of